Hi everyone, welcome back to day 44 of the Public Speaking Challenge, where I publicly speak every single day to improve my public speaking skills. Today I kind of want to talk about the topic of silence. Now, this can mean multitude of different things depending on the situation, but for the sake of this video, I want to talk about silence with yourself. And this is kind of weird to say, but I feel like a lot of us, when we become vocal, whether it be through our actions or through our words, we get a lot of pushback from unlikely sources. This can be people that you thought were friends, some outside people that form a peanut gallery around your actions. And what I've kind of understood from this is it's not necessarily always malicious intent. Sometimes it's out of concerned intent, but it ends up being all the same. It ends up being a negative force in your life. And that's when you have to rely on yourself and your own value and your own vision of self worth to kind of keep you going forward. Because comfortability in our society just devolves around you being in the system, you functioning within the system. And sometimes functioning within the system just means doing what you're told, go to your 9 to 5, come home, and repeat the process. The system doesn't care what you do outside of that. But unfortunately, the system also judges what you do outside of that if it's very vocal and if it's very in the public eye. So if you were to take anything from this video, that is, have strong faith in yourself and have a strong self-image and self-worth of yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but it is really needed if you want to move forward within your journey on our planet, if that makes sense. To move up in this world, you have to start talking to people. To progress your life, you have to look at yourself for all you are, the good and the bad habits that you have, and correct it. A lot of it just comes from yourself. And a beautiful thing about this is when you actually have faith in yourself in this sense, when you're not willing to be silent, when you're trusting your voice, you're trusting your pillar of foundation, your pillars of support, you are going to see that you moving forward, yes, it's going to have some resistance. You're going upstream instead of going along with the stream. But when you're moving along, you'll realize just how far you can actually get. And it doesn't really necessarily fully stop you in your progress. You're always moving, even if it's just 1 inch at a time. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 44 or 45, something like that. Have a good one.